Good morning, students. Welcome to the next class of the bio. Our topic is mechanism of digestion in human beings. In our previous class, we have discussed this mechanism till the stomach. The food remains in stomach for 3 to 4 hours. It's semi-solid and now it is known as chyme. Then the food reaches to the small intestine. Today we are going to discuss about what happens in small intestine. Small intestine is the longest part of digestive system. You amazed to know about it that it is approx 6.5 meter long tubular structure. It helps in digestion as well as absorption of food. Small intestine includes 3 important parts: upper 10 inches duodenum, then jejunum, and finally ileum. When the food reaches to the upper 10 inches part of a small intestine, it receives the secretion from 2 important glands, liver and pancreas. Liver is the largest gland of the body. It secretes bile through bile duct, which help in the emulsification of fats. Emulsification of fats means breakdown of large molecules of fat into smaller molecules of fats for easier digestion. Liver also help in storage of reserve food. It stores reserve food in the form of glycogen. When the food reaches to the duodenum, the medium of food is acidic. Now the wall of duodenum secretes some bicarbonate salt etc., which finally turns the medium of food basic or alkaline. What is the medium of food in duodenum? The medium of food turns into alkaline medium. Now pancreas secrete the pancreatic juice. Pancreas is a gland which is known as exocrine as well as endocrine, because through their duct it secrete enzymes and through the stem cells it secrete hormones also. Pancreas secrete pancreatic juice through pancreatic duct, and pancreatic juice contains some important enzymes known as trypsin, lipase and amylase. Trypsin act on protein and convert into simple form. Now lipase change fats into smaller molecule. Pancreatic amylase turns sugar or starch into simple form. Now slowly food reaches to the next part of the small intestine called jejunum. Jejunum is the coiled structure. The inner wall of the jejunum or small intestine contains several glands which secrete number of digestive enzymes which help in further digestion of food. In this part, the mechanism of digestion is completed. It secretes a protein digestive enzyme known as erepsin, which act on protein and change into amino acid. It secretes several starch digestive enzymes such as maltase, lactase, galactase, fructase, etc., which finally turns into complex sugar into simple form or glucose. It also secretes lipase, which break down fats into fatty acid. Now the food entered into next part of the small intestine called ileum. Ileum. In ileum, the process of absorption started. How does it design which help in the mechanism of absorption? In small intestine, this part has finger-like projection known as villi. Villi is the finger-like projection present in the inner wall of the small intestine. It provides large surface area for the absorption of food. It is also richly supplied with blood vessels, will help in easy diffusion. Blood vessels absorb food and then pour it into blood streams through which it passes to all the cells or organs of the body. When the food reaches to the cells, the mechanism of assimilation takes place. Where does assimilation occurs? Assimilation is the cellular process. It takes place inside the cell, whereas the protein components used for the formation of protoplasm and carbohydrate, fats, etc. are used for releasing energy. Two main function: formation of protoplasm for growth and development, and the energy to meet the body demand. They break down, they produced energy. This process is also called respiration. Now, the rest of the food, which is undigested, along with the water molecules, reaches to the large intestine. Large intestine is the wider tubular structure, approximately 1.5 meter long. Rest of the food passes through it and it begins through cecum, rectum, and finally anus. Large intestine is arranged in first ascending order, then transverse canal, then descending colon, and then reaches to the rectum and anus. Large intestine absorb water and remaining absorbable food necessary for the body, which is vitamins and minerals. Rest of the food, which is undigested semi-solid, it remains into the rectum and through the anal process, anal pores, it releases out. Through the anus, the undigested food is releases out of the body. This mechanism is called egestion. So we have completed the mechanism of digestion in human beings, which is completed in 5 states. That is number 1, ingestion, number 2, digestion, number 3, absorption, number 4, assimilation, and finally egestion. Thank you.